Hello everyone and welcome to Music and Mental Health. My name is Noel Boyd. You know, guys, I'm so happy to be the host of this show. We've got 4 shows this month in April. We've got a whole lot going on. We would like you to like and share, all right? If you like and you share, more people are going to find out about this awesome thing that we're doing. We would like to thank our sponsors. It's our SG Fund and also MCCY. We are co-supported by Singapore Association for Mental Health, that's SAMH, and also Club Heal. All right, so once again, please like and share. Today we're going to have a very special individual that's going to perform for us. His name is Lincoln Lim. And we also have an awesome dude by the name of Haizad, and he works in the mental health sector, right? He's going to tell us about his knowledge and you know, if you guys are watching and you do feel that, you know, you're feeling down and all, he's the guy that you're gonna love listening to later. We also have a giveaway, so please stand by for that. If you love Grab, this is it. If you love Grab, if you love ordering food, or this is your mode of transport, please take part in the giveaway. Let me tell you a bit more about Lincoln, all right? With a sound that brings together vivid storytelling and lush musical landscapes, Lincoln Lim is Singapore's answer to the likes of Damien Rice and Ben Howard. In 2017, he released his first single, Her, to rave reviews by Bandwagon and Harper's Bazaar, with the song peaking at number 23 on the Singapore Spotify Top Viral 50 charts. I think that's really awesome. Since then, he's grown from strength to strength, and his debut album is Gravity, and that was released in 2020. He was also recently selected to represent Singapore as one of the performers for the Big Sound Festival and Conference, and that's the largest music industry conference and festival in Australia. As a person living with bipolar disorder, Lincoln has sought to be vocal about his struggles and the stigma of mental health in general. Speaking and writing about his experiences in editorials and performances, as well as channeling them into his songs and music videos like Losing, Lift Your Eyes and more. Juice Singapore commented, at only 23 years old, Lim channels heartache in a way that some performers take decades to develop. Please welcome Lincoln Lim.
Hey, hi.
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for getting through that ridiculously long bio about me.
Yeah, but it's important. So, you know,
Yeah.
people that don't know about you now they know.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. At 23 years old, you accomplished so much.
Well, yeah, that was 4 years ago. Gosh, it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I mean, 2020 was pretty much a write-off anyway, so 3 years ago. But yeah, it's been a crazy journey. I think I've been doing music for about something close to about 12 years now, something along those lines in various degrees, teaching, you know, just performing, songwriting, and producing other people. And you know, it's been a great journey. I think it's an industry that took very good care of me. So I'm very happy about how I turned out. I think
you turned out pretty well.
well, I'm here, so I think that's as much as I can hope for, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay,
man.
let's talk about bipolar. Right? When were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed with bipolar when I was, it was about, I think 2013. And by that point, I knew something was kind of wrong. I think my chemistry was already kind of shifted since secondary school. And, you know, at that point, there was already a lot of kind of difficult struggles with kind of suicide and things along those lines, self-harm, things like that. So I guess it wasn't really a surprise. In fact, it was almost like really weirdly like comforting to know that there was a word for how I was kind of feeling in its own way. And it's been an interesting struggle since then to just try to balance it out, try to, you know, and from the medication to like talking to people. But yeah, I'm just happy I'm here. I think I was just sharing with you before the live stream began about how, you know, I told myself when I was young, I didn't really want to live past the age of 25.
Yeah.
But I'm turning 27 this year, so I think it's a win. I think I'm pretty happy about how things have gone.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy that that you are in a good place now. But could you share with us the lows? What were the lows that you experienced when you were first diagnosed?
It was definitely a lot of, I think, just kind of not really feeling in my place. And I think music's one of those very unforgiving kind of forms of art as a performance art, because in the process of sucking is how you get better. And in the process of sucking is how people get discouraged in the process, which is why I'm very, very protective of a lot of my students. I think I'm always like, you gotta just try, and if you mess up and someone says like stuff about you, just ignore them. It's one of those things. It's just what kind of all of us has to go through. But yeah, it was tough, man. I think it was and it was kind of through that place of like, also getting into kind of alcohol really young, unfortunately, and a lot of this stuff. It was just trying to just find a way to feel okay, I think, every day. Rhymed. Huh. But
that's what you do.
That's what I do. But yeah, I think the dark times are really, 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 really just kind of full of that kind of confusion of like just finding different crutches that I can kind of hold on to in order to just kind of just get through the day. And So yeah, I can totally empathize with people with addiction issues, people with these kind of things, because it's just literally the only thing that makes you feel normal.
I don't know whether you agree, but when I'm out, I tend to meet a lot of people that are facing mental health challenges as well. It's like we attract, and then we can start talking about it, and we can totally relate. How did your friends and family react to when you were first diagnosed, and then were you ever warded for this?
I was.
Okay.
I was warded at one point. That was a particularly bad run. I think, what was it, 2014 or 15? Can't remember now. But yeah, I remember just being on top of like I was working in an office in Ubi. That's generic enough. An office in Ubi, and I remember being on like the 10th floor, and I had written these letters, like goodbye letters, to like my family, and it was like the first time I did that. I never really, like actually planned it out before. But then I was there, and then just kind of the whole family came eventually when like it didn't happen, of course, and then I think. Yeah, I think it was that moment where they kind of realized, because there's an unfortunate thing, and I don't blame them. There's an unfortunate thing about not realizing it's only now, and which is why I'm happy to be here, and it's only now that we're opening a conversation about it, because it's so important though to like kind of just see it as like what it is, which is an illness. It is something that we go through. It is something be it from naturalized causes that you're born with, or like from trauma, there's something that has happened to you, and we need to treat that. And so I think, so for them, I think before that they were like, it's just teenage angst or whatever it is. It's just kind of, but then I think that's when it really landed home. And ever since then, I think it's that learning to live with each other, like learning to, at first it's like walking on eggshells and all those very natural things, and it's difficult, but I think that was the process that we all have to go through, and I think Singapore is slowly becoming better at,
because it shouldn't be a taboo subject, right? And I would like to say this, I think you're very brave for coming on this show, and sharing your experiences, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people just don't want to talk about it. And here you are, a young man like yourself.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. I've realized that when I started talking about it, and then a lot of people started ask questions after that. They would send me private messages, and so when we talk about it, then we create awareness. Yeah. And you do it through your music. So what connection does your music have with bipolar, for example?
I think for me it's always has to do with stories, be it my own or be it from other people and things that I hear. I'm very inspired by that lyrically. So I mean, for me, it has everything to do with it. I think it's the way that I see my own writing as just my own take on these stories, my own perception, my own first-person narrative of these stories. So I think in my music it comes out in ways like, for example, Lift Your Eyes, which is the first song I'm going to be playing later. It is a song about domestic violence. It is a song about getting through that And it's something like, because I was in an abusive relationship, it wasn't easy, but at the time, but then, it's one of those things, and I just realized there aren't enough people writing kind of songs about it here, and understandably, again, it's not easy to write about. It's something, you're lucky to just go through and survive, let alone write about it. But I think that was something like, I think that's why it's always been like, that brave alter ego of mine, just kind of like writing about it, penning it down, performing it. So yeah, I think that's the connection that I have. I think it's like my Shazam, my Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit, my Kamen Rider kit. I don't know. I ran out of references.
It could be any one of those, right? To the folks watching at home, if they're going through a tough time, what's your message to them? You can look into your camera.
I think that whoever you are, I think that the fact that you're watching this now, that you clicked something that's related to music and mental health, I am proud of you for doing that, because there's something about those words in very short amount of time that reached out to you and where you are in your life now. And it hasn't been an easy year. It's not going to be an easy year. But I think every day that you are here, even if you can, get 1 inch out, your leg out of the bed a little bit, you're winning. You're beating the things that told you that you can't. And I think that every day counts, and you're really, 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 really strong. Yeah.
Oh, well said, man.
Yeah, man.
I know you can't wait to get on that stage. You guys watching at home or wherever you are, I don't know whether you realize this, but musicians have not been able to step onto a stage since last year, right, in February last year. So we're talking about more than a year. So Lincoln, well, he's going to have a stage to himself, and he's going to sing us a couple of songs, yeah?
Well, yeah, not fully to myself. I have 2 lovely musicians, which you'll see in a little bit. I'm very lucky to have them, Jeremy and Carissa. But yes, I'll be playing quite a few songs, and all of them curated specifically for the show, with regards to mental health, and I'm very excited. I think.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you perform.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit of your sound check, so now I get to watch it with everybody else.
No pressure at all. Thank you very
much.
much.
No pressure at all. All right, we're going to see you in just a bit. The stage is yours.
Perfect.
All right, folks, you at home, we want you to please like and share, right? Like and share. When you share, as I said earlier, you're going to help us reach out to more people. And also, it'd be really nice, right? I just thought of this, if you could leave comments of support, for folks like us who have been going through some really tough times. We're talking about our mental health challenges. Okay, and once again, we're going to have this coming up later. If you love Grab, if you love ordering food from them, or, you take a Grab car like I did to get here, we got this contest coming up later where you can win for yourself an awesome Grab voucher. Now, in the meantime, we're going to have Lincoln entertain you with 2 amazing songs. Here we go.
That you know everything left to know, when the road that's ahead is all written in stone, when the life that you lead is a long open book. In moments like this that I finally know that the gold in the air and the sunrise smell, it has to make room for the darkness to swell. 'Cause nothing we build is unbreakably strong. This is but a rule in an old witch's song. So I'll stick to the silence and cover my pain. The world I desire isn't what I have gained. And if ever you question the smile on my face, must know his own place. When you think that you left your old worries behind, you look up to see your reflection resign. And the reasons to stay are all afraid in the light. When it's losing your faith or losing your mind. So lift your eyes and pray to the first God you find, and scream, scream it out tonight, and leave, oh, leave. Sit and repeat, this is nobody's fault. But the truth is it is, and it's hard to admit. The decisions you made to have come up to this. Oh, boy. So that was called Lift Your Eyes, and it is specifically for anyone out there who is going through a bit of a tough time in their relationship, whatever it is, if you can. The song's called Losing. It's about how we deal with mental health and how that's not always going to work. So, yeah. Middle of an open field, find me standing where the water washes over you. Try to see all the world in the way you do. Try to see a world where I'm with you. I go climbing mountains over Kathmandu, see the sky fill up with the colors of an orchard. Try to see all the world in the way you would. Try to see a world where I'm with you. So rest your hearts in my weary head. See the oceans from the castle high above the road. See the places, all the places that we used to go. Try to lie to myself that I'm not alone. Oh, trying to find myself another home. So rest your hearts and my weary head, 'cause you love and be loved again. Oh, I know that the world will stand for the moment I am floating in the waves, losing you over again. I built your image out of stone. For this love I sold my soul. Now I'll burn it down inside the house you swore would stop the cold. So rest your hearts in my weary head, 'cause you love, be loved again. Though I know that the world will stand for the moment I am frozen in the waves, I'm losing you over was not enough.
Thank you very much, Lincoln. Yay! All right, it's time for me to bring on my next guest. I got quite a bit to read. His name is Haizad Imram, and he made his TV debut as a Singapore Idol contestant on Channel 5 in 2004. And it caught the attention of some directors who saw an untapped potential in him as an actor. And he's a familiar face on Mediacorp Channel 5 and on Surya. And he's been hosting and acting in many television shows. If you guys love horror, you can watch him on The Maid. Right, I watched that. That's where I saw him. He rides a bicycle really well. Having fronted popular local bands like Enigma and A-List, Haizad's brand is a household name, and his face is a familiarity along the media industry. He sings, acts, and hosts, and he's also a nurse. Despite his passion in the arts and entertainment, Haizad is a graduate from Curtin University in Bachelor of Science, and he has an advanced diploma in mental health studies, and he holds a career at IMH, that's the Institute of Mental Health. And he's a senior staff nurse. I think that's awesome. Today, Haizad practices nursing as a community psychiatric nurse. He cares for the community at large and sees people of all ages experiencing mental illnesses. And this is Haizad, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. All right. I apologize for that long bio. I was the one to type it down.
Oh, it's you!
Yes, it's me. All right. But first, if I can give another round of applause for Lincoln, that was an amazing performance.
Yeah, man.
And also, I didn't get the memo that we're supposed to wear Aloha Hawaiian.
This is
shirt
not
today,
aloha,
because I
it's
know
floral.
floral. Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed Lincoln was also wearing one.
Yeah. No, I wish I got the memo to wear a blazer. It's so cold here.
I feel overdressed actually.
The aircon just above me.
But whatever it is, it's good to be here for a good cause, and it's amazing to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my wife knows you.
Oh,
yeah?
I see.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Small world.
Gabby was in Singapore
She was
Idol
in the
as well.
third season of Singapore Idol.
Yeah.
Wow, that was way back, right? Beautiful memories. Well, some people might know me as an actor in Surya, but actually I'm a full-time nurse working in IMH.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how did this happen? How do you go from music
Yeah.
being, with the powerful voice that you have and all, you sing really well. How do you go from that to being in the mental health sector?
Well, I always have an interest in singing, but I work as a nurse for almost close to 2 decades. But I took a break in the middle, 2 to 3 years to try out entertainment industry. I act, sing as well. So it was fruitful, but however, I keep on coming back towards mental health because it's something that I'm passionate of and something is like my point of interest.
Okay,
Yeah.
why are you so passionate about this?
It's in the beginning. It was just I thought that my personality suits better for the job. When I was a student nurse, I was actually attached to IMH. That's where my interest grew in more focusing on treating patients who are suffering from mental health problems.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started to go further into studies where they sent me for advanced diploma in nursing in basic, post-basics, they call it, the mental health advanced diploma. Then I pursued my studies in Curtin University to take up my degree in Bachelor in Science. Yeah, so it became deeper. Then I'm not saying that I became to be more specialized in that area. And I found out that I really enjoy doing it, and yeah, it's really at the end of the day, it's a good thing. No, it's treating patients and see them recovering. That's a winning point for me, and it motivates me to come to work every day.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's good for me to be here because I would like to just share about. I mean, there's a saying that there's no health without mental health. No, mental health is an essential component of health. Even the World Health Organization Constitution states that health is not just being free from disease, but it also in a complete state of mental, physical, and also social well-being. Right? A good mental health doesn't mean that there's an absence of mental health problems, but being mentally and emotionally healthy, it's as good as being free from depression, anxiety, and all other psychological disorders. Right? So it's up to you, and we were just sharing about what you're going through with your mental health problems. I would say that there's a presence of a positive characteristics of how you act, feel, and think about your daily lives.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think you have to. If not, you just sink into this hole, and then you just don't know how to get out. Because if you stay in there for too long, it just get deeper and deeper and deeper, right?
I agree with you. So we have to. It actually determines our mental health determines of how we handle our stress and how we relate to others and how we make life choices.
Yeah.
Right, that's crucial. I think what you did was you take control of your mental health, and you manage your life's ups and downs positively in such a way. And it was also important for us to check ourselves and also check our loved ones whether if they have any mental health problems. If they do, I think it's good to support them and get professional help if they need to.
Yeah. So how would a person go about this? Because I know a lot of people. When I tell them what are the options, right? And then they go like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be on medication. I don't want to see a psychologist.
Correct.
What, in your experience, what should a person do?
At the end of the day, it's their choice, you see. But it's an ongoing support that you have to give towards the people who suffer from mental health problems.
Yeah.
Like, there's a mental health study in 2010 that there's actually a lifetime prevalence of people suffering from mental health is at about 12%. That means 1 out of 8 people is suffering from mental health disorder. And the leading mental health disorders are depression. Number 1 is depression, second is alcohol abuse, and third is obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, so it's important for us to know. Okay, another thing is just I think it's important for us to put ourselves in their shoes, right? As me being in healthcare, I mean, for what you're going through, like being put aside, being discriminated, and being misunderstood at times, and it makes you feel lonely and sometimes afraid. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you feel that way, right?
I think there was that period of time. I told you earlier before we came on the show. That I lost friends, I lost like some family members as well. So that was tough because I think they don't understand because not enough is being done to in terms of awareness. People don't know what we are going through, and then they go like, "Oh, okay, we just stay away, stay away from them because we don't want to be that trigger."
Yeah.
But in reality, we need all that support.
Yes. And people need to understand that mental illness is like any other kind of disease. Like for example, like diabetes. A person who's suffering from diabetes, they have to control their blood sugar level by taking medication every day. Besides, mental illness doesn't affect your kidney, it affects your brain. And brain is a very complex organ of your body. It controls your thoughts, emotions, and senses. It's a lot of things. So we need to, if the person who's suffering from mental health, they need to know that it's important for them to get rehabilitation or take medication to control their mood, control their emotion, and etc. Yeah. So it's difficult. It's a lifetime journey. Like a person who's suffering from mental health problems, you may not have any insight towards their problems. But if there's a good support from everyone who just keep on doing psychoeducation and continue that emotional support, in a way, one day they will outlive it. They will outgrow from it.
It's I think something you will live with the rest of your life, because there are some days when I wake up and it's like the most amazing day, everything's going right, and then I don't find that the happiness, and then it hurts me, because I've got everything to be happy about, but I'm just not there.
That's where our there's imbalances in our brain that cause the chemicals to fluctuate. So in order, if you continue taking our meds, I always emphasize on my clients that you have to continue taking your medication and continue coming for rehabilitation, going for counseling. So medication is one of the most important thing in treatment for mental health problems. One thing I also emphasize is about stigma, because stigma is a negative belief and prejudice towards people who suffer from mental health problems, but not just mental health problems. It could be sexuality, it could be economic status, it could be race, but most of the people who suffer from stigma is people who suffer from mental health problems. So it's good for us, like we are living with people who suffer from mental health problems. We need to know that they need a lot of help and support.
Do you have people in your inner circle that is going through issues like this?
Yeah, I do. I've seen not people in my life, but I see these people every day.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're going through a lot of social problems. They need as much support as they can, especially from their family members. I think that's the most crucial part of mental health recovery. Treatment is not institutionalized, it's not in the ward. Treatment is actually outside in the community. So recovery starts when you are in the community, in the public.
And I feel like, if you're in a loving home and you get that support, and it's going to help so much.
Yes, it is. True. So if only like people, we need to check ourselves as well. We need to know whether we discriminate people who are suffering from mental health problems, right? So maybe we make this small list of what we can do to help them, the people that we know, like by not labeling them, or by directing them to where help is. Like it could be dropping into a family service center, and the caseworkers in family service centers can even network you to the organization that you need help from. So for those people out there, you feel that there's any family members of you who needs mental health, I think it's good for you to come and intervene and be a part of their recovery.
What's the process to get help at IMH?
You can go through, most of the people, they actually walk into the room. They could be brought in by family members, or even they could even come in themselves. Even if some of them have really good insight that they have a problem. And then from there, the doctor will probably need to assess you further. They will conduct a mental state assessment, and they find what's the suitable treatment for you.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I actually provide some link on
you
the
have
post,
a link
where you find there's some educational brochures that you can understand about the simple symptoms and what can you do to assist them. And also there's a few numbers that you can actually contact if you have any inquiries or you have any uncertainties about mental health issues. You can just give it a call. They will share their post in Underground Facebook fan page.
So that's going to be on the Underground Facebook page. If you do download these brochures, share them with your friends and family. Sharing is caring, and you help us get the word out, okay? Because as we've been saying all day, it's all about the awareness. We're going to talk to Haizad a little later on. Once again, guys, like and share this post. Like and share.
Like and share.
Also, follow the underground Facebook page. What is that? This. Yes, this. If you love Grab, you love food, right? This is a food gift card. It's by Grab. We have a contest that it's coming up. All you have to do, right, for this is you like and share this post, you follow the underground Facebook page, and you type in the comments the name of one of our guests, and you do it right now, because once we come back, we're going to let you know who has won. Okay? And then we're going to have Lincoln that is going to perform. Okay, so once again, if you didn't catch that, if I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. I'm now going to talk slower. It's our giveaway contest. We want you to like and share. That's the first thing you do. The second thing you need to do is you need to follow the underground Facebook page. And last but not least, this is very important. In the comments, you must type the name of one of our guests. All right? So I already mentioned their names so many times. You should know their names. And one of the guests is coming back now to sing us 2 songs. Another 2 songs. Once again, it's Lincoln.
Sat on a wall till light hit my face. I've spoken to God and tore up my faith, 'cause heaven just left me. Anyway, heaven ain't meant to feel like this. What happened to us? What happened to me? Weapons of war to blow up in my face. And all that I know is I think I'm not gonna be okay. And I'm still thinking about what went wrong again. Holding on to a piece of your dress like a boy in a try my best to say I'm gonna make it up to you, just to pick it up again. And all I felt since you walked on out is pain. Your name is all I've been singing again and again. When you said I loved you, did you cross your fingers? Or did the memory fade? Yes, it didn't matter much anyway.
Try to keep it inside, try to leave it all alone. Goddamn, it's cold, but I need to know.
Here's a mess. My reflection feels cold. 'Cause all of my favorite things about myself, it's just you and you alone. Now I'm stuck here on my own like a dog without a home, just getting old. Now I'm still thinking about who went wrong again. Tell the ghosts hanging out in my head that I'm taking the blame. Try my best to pick the pieces of my broken heart, just to pick it up again. And all I felt since you walked on out his bed. Your name is all I've been singing again and again. When I said I loved you, you pulled me closer. Oh, did I push you away? Guess it didn't matter much anyway. Song was called Heaven. It's the latest single of, well, it's not my latest single anymore, I guess. Lots of things happened in 2020 that just went by. But this song is actually the first single I ever put out. The song's called Her. And I make it a point to play this song at every show I go to, and there's a reason why. I struggled with it for a very long time to write the song, because it was hard to do anything to do justice with it. And I was stuck on this verse, the first verse, over and over again for months and months. And what it took was for this horrible incident in the US to happen, the Pulse nightclub shooting. And that made me write this entire thing. And so every time I do a show, I make it a point to put this and to close the show today with it. Well, at least my set. And this song is for everyone out there struggling with identity, or LGBTQIA friends of mine out there. All of you are loved and very much accepted, and the song's for you. You kneel in trust in your sister's blue dress, mixing tears with your whiskey-filled veins. Yourself down and settle you down to be you at least till they're awake. You had your first kiss on the green bliss with the boy from across the street. You laugh for a while, while hiding your smile and the shame of your fast growing still. And all you want is just a little love. Remember the time you were 4, maybe 5, slather lipstick across your face. Your gut turned to stone as your dad crossed the room, red face with his belt and his grip. And all you want kiss time. Was the sweetest of girls. She was always my daughter. Tears of guilt dripping down her face. The hypocrisy builds with each candlelit moment for the girl who died for her name.
Thank you very much, Lincoln. Wow, really, really awesome stuff, man. I just want to read a comment that, I've been scrolling, and this comment is by R. Chandran, and he says here, I hope at some stage children are also encouraged to share their thoughts and feelings. I think this is so, so important. I spoke to a psychologist recently, right? So we're going to try to work together, and he was telling me that they're seeing more and more children these days, which is not acceptable, I feel. So if you are a parent, I hope you let your children tell you how they feel and, whatever they're going through, because a happy home it's so vital, right? In like for all of us, I speak for myself. I think things would be kind of different now if my childhood wasn't as bad as it was. Not because of my parents, but I was bullied as a kid, and I didn't have anybody to turn to. And then, at the age of when I was primary 2, was the very first time that I didn't want to live anymore. And then it just continued because I think nobody addressed that. And then it just carried on. And my teenage years, of course, every teenager faces problems. So if you're a parent, or or you've got children living at home, just let them talk to you, man, and so that they can share whatever they're going through. That's my humble advice. Later on, right? Don't log off anytime soon, because we're gonna have a bonus performance by a mystery person, a bonus performance, okay? And then we're also gonna do a Q&A in just a while. But first, we'd like to say congratulations to to our winner for winning the Grab voucher, and the winner is Cahaya Noor, right? Cahaya Noor, our producer, will get in touch with you shortly. Okay, congrats once again. Okay, so we're gonna play a Q&A game, guys.
Okay.
Welcome back. How do you get to the sofa so fast?
It's just the magic of TV. what it is.
It's about live TV.
Yeah.
You brought me to another place, man, where you're performing just now, but in
Yeah.
a good place. Yeah, it's very melancholy in a good way, and there's kind of infinite sadness in your music. It just make me wanna.
That sounds great. Infinite sadness.
Yeah, get me in the mood, man.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Yeah, there were points like during your songs, right? It brought me back to those bad places. So I was gonna break down. Yeah, it makes you reflect. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel your music. So I'm so glad I met you.
It's so beautiful, man.
Your music's
Really.
on Spotify?
Yes, it's on Spotify. Lincoln Lim is the artist name. Feel free to check it out on Apple Music and all the different musics that infinitely keep growing every day. Yeah,
You got a fan, man.
thank you.
You got another fan here.
Yes,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this Q&A game.
Okay.
Okay, so let's rip this one off.
You want me to help you? Okay.
Okay. And you guys are supposed to answer, what is mental health?
Right. Mental health is. You want to answer first?
No, yeah.
Mental health is the presence of positive characteristics in a person of how they think, feel, and act in their daily lives. Yeah, that's one of the factors. I said it earlier just now.
Yeah. Lincoln, what is mental health?
In short, evolving. I think daily, just kind of, as conversations like this happens, it's a constant conversation that we keep going, and it's good. I think the more conversations that happen on it, the more what is mental health stops being a question and more of an answer.
Mentally, emotionally healthy. That's mental health.
Yeah. And as we said, one of you said earlier, we've got to remove the labels.
Yeah,
Right?
remove the labeling.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone has to play a part in that. Check ourselves whether we are guilty to do it. Even the small things that we can start doing by not labeling them, by not calling them like, not supposed to speak on it like crazy, like weird, And especially our children, they start from school when they're young. It's good to nurture them and not to label other people. So when they grow up, they have these very positive characteristics in them towards people suffering from mental health problems.
Yeah, I agree. Well said, gentlemen. Well done. Okay, next one. Does mental illness have a demographic?
Ooh, okay.
What do you think?
I think it's funny because I wrote this article for Elle. Thank you, Hannah, if you're watching. I wrote this article for Elle Singapore, and and I was very grateful to put it up during lockdown. It was this. It was like why mental health, why bipolar disorder is so kind of common in creative people, and you actually find the crazy statistics. I'm not sure. I mean, like walking Googles everywhere. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But like things like 25, bipolar disorder occurs 25% more often in creative individuals. Yeah. And it's like, so it's not to say it has a demographic, but it's certainly, it certainly occurs. And the danger is with labels, like you mentioned, is that we just get used to the tropes of like the brooding, sad musician. And we just like, he's just like that. And it can kind of stop support, and it can kind of, and I think that's where, we have an issue with calling it a demographic, because we just kind of treat it as is. It's how it is. Musicians just are sad. No, it's not true. But that's my take, please.
Anyone can get mental illness. It could be through hereditary. It also can be through environmental factors, such as you going through a lot of stress in your life. It could be because of financial problems, social problems. Everything can be related to mental illness. So I think mental illness does have a demographic.
Okay. I don't want to mention names, but if you were to Google who in Hollywood has have mental illness challenges, right, or challenges with their mental health, you would be amazed. But it doesn't define who you are as a person. That's why I feel it doesn't define us. We're the same as everybody else. Maybe smarter, right? A lot more creative, right? So many musicians suffer from bipolar, and they write amazing stuff. Our brain just wired differently.
Mental illness can be short-term, can be long-lived. It can be just a person who's suffering from depression, but after that stabilize and he doesn't fall back to depression. But there's some people who just have long-lived, have to live with it, and it's an ongoing process of medication and rehabilitation. So I think it's crucial for us to know that who are the people that are around us that need the support and help for treatment.
Exactly.
I mean, we know that if the earlier the better. You see, we spot the problem earlier, so we can the better outcome if you find earlier treatment for these people who suffer from mental health problems. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had gotten help earlier.
Yeah.
Right? I mentioned that when I was primary 2, I had all those thoughts already, and then it wasn't addressed.
Yeah.
And then it just went on, and then I had bad breakups, and then put me back to that place, and then I had a divorce, and then put me back into the worst possible hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why I think the stages that you go through is crucial for you to identify that you have this problem. It makes you realize that I have this problem. I need to help myself.
yeah,
And nobody's not going to do it for me. I mean, of course, your loved ones will be able to support you, but you yourself have to. It's already a battle for you to get out of bed, for example. That makes you as good as being a hero right now. Yeah. So a lot of people say that look at mental illness as being weak, but while cancer survivors get to be called survivors. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think we just have to create this awareness towards people that that recovery is real. Everyone can be recovered through mental illness, but it just they have a lifetime maintenance of support and also treatment. Yeah.
Totally agree. Would you like to unveil the next question?
Vanna White. I tore it a bit. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Too strong.
It's on me.
Okay. Okay, let me read this then. Can I still ... function if I have mental health problems?
Wow.
Who wants to go first?
It's a big one. Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely harder though. Like that's the thing, and I think that's the where some days if you need to take a mental health day to function, if you need to do these things to just kind of be okay again, then that's good. I think it's also it can be slightly problematic, right? This concept of kind of being dysfunctional in a sense, because the thing is some people, granted, things are hard and all, but I think it's important to not let it become a crutch, not let it become an excuse, because it does happen. I mean, you do get people, and it's unfortunate, obviously dealing with their struggles and same as we all are, but maybe just a little bit harder depending to them, because it's all subjective after all. But then, it just becomes this repeating cycle that they just settle into this is me, I'm just not a good person, I'm just, this is who I am, and they just become that thing, this caricature of themselves. And I think that's where I think I'd encourage everyone to just really figure out and to really fight to be better, to be this unreachable perspective of better, but just to be better for yourself, and not let it become that, and not become this caricature that maybe horrible people are saying about you. You just become this self-fulfilling prophecy, and it takes strength, but it's important, I think.
It also depends on what kind of mental health problems that you have. I believe that people can still function with mental health problems. There's people living with this illness on a daily basis, but they still goes to work. They still strive every day, to these little things that they do. But of course, it's important for them to identify their symptoms. Don't let it go to a later stage where they are lost. Where they get disoriented about life, about reality. So it's good for them to educate themselves, to know about what the symptoms are like before it deteriorates further into a further relapse. Yeah. Deep,
right?
Yeah,
this is deep.
It's deep.
Okay, try not to damage this. Okay, can I recover from mental illness?
Yes, you can recover, but like I mentioned earlier, it's a lifetime journey.
Yeah.
It's a continuation of battle on a daily basis. Or you wake up every day, you have to remind yourself, I gotta take my meds. And also crucial for them to have a lot of support for their recovery. They can themselves build their own mental resilience, where they can to manage their life ups and downs. I believe it can be recovery, but of course with maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are folks that that tell me they don't take the medication because they don't like feeling numb,
Yeah.
or they don't like having to sleep like half of the day.
Correct.
Because they want to be out, right, in the
Yes,
morning, and then
yes.
because of the medication, they're sleeping through like to the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally relate to the side effects that people are experiencing taking the medication. It, of course, like you mentioned earlier, there's lethargic, tiredness, something you just don't have no mood to do anything, you just want to lay in bed. But you're stable.
Yeah.
You're stable, but you just have these side effects towards medication. That's important to follow up with your doctor, and the doctor can advise accordingly what is the best medication and what kind of dosage is suitable for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in a way we can wear off the side effects. Then even some medication that can actually counter the side effects. Yeah, so the thing is about psychotropic medication, it will take some time to build up in your body. It's not like Panadol. Once you eat it, your fever will go down. Psychiatric medication is just is an ongoing. You have to take it every day.
Every day, yeah.
In order for it to work. But some people feel that some people suffering from mental health problems, they feel like when they stop medication, hey, I feel okay today. A week later, hey, I'm still okay. I haven't taken medication for like a month.
Yeah.
I'm alright. But they don't know that the relapse will come in a little bit more later.
Yeah.
It could be 2 months, it could be 3 months, it could be a year later. Yeah. So that's one thing I always emphasize to my clients. I keep on telling them it's crucial for you to take medication. If you think that it's not suitable for you, come and see me. Come and see the doctor. We can discuss further about what's the best best treatment for you. Yeah.
Lincoln, you don't mind me asking, are you on meds?
At the moment, no. I think for me it was, I think a very long period of taking it, I think about 6 years.
Wow.
And then, so I feel like what I did during that time and what I realized was triggering me more often, more than anything, triggering the kind of the bad kind of mood swings, was really a lot to do with my social circle. So there's a lot to do with who I was around and who I chose to spend my time with. And over time, I just learned to just kind of realize and have a very good filter of of that support network and to understand who those people are.
Yes.
And understand and that's been what's been keeping me fantastic. I mean I was sharing with Noel as well. I think there's this lovely analogy I saw recently it was specifically about anxiety, but it works for I think most of mental health, which is this box, and it's just this square box that's one shape, and it's this it's on Facebook, probably gotta credit someone, but anyway, square box, and it's just one button on the wall. It's a pain button, and your illness or your anxiety or your trauma is this huge ball that's just hitting, and at the beginning it's like hitting the pain button over and over again. But over time, with medication and over time, it gets smaller. That doesn't mean that the pain button goes away. The box is the same, your life is the same, the trauma is still there, the pain is still there, but it just hits it less often. And it's about helping that along and surviving that process of the ball getting smaller. And I think that's what, to answer that starting place that we started from, can I recover from mental illness? I think it is that process and learning to deal with it when that pain button gets hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's I don't know, man, like sometimes I know that it's coming, right? One of those low days, but I tell myself now it's fine, and then it hits, and then I go like, crap. And I don't know whether I can share this. On Saturday, we brought my daughter out. It was, her birthday was on Friday, so Saturday we went out. We went to the aquarium and all. Everything was great, and then later on we had dinner and all. And that was the day I was feeling very low.
Yeah.
And then we were cutting the birthday cake and all. And there was a video, and I wasn't smiling. And then when I watched that, I felt so sad,
It triggers you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Move on.
What resources can I seek help from? Well, okay. Okay. Actually share a link, some contacts that you guys can call. I mean, for those people suffering from mental health problems out there, there's some numbers that you guys can contact. If not, you can just walk into IMH, or if you feel that there's some stigma for people who of going to IMH.
Yeah.
Right? There's a certain level I don't want to be seen as going to the clinic or going to IMH for treatment because I don't want to be looked as being weak or having mental health problems.
Yeah.
You can actually go and seek help from family service centers, whose caseworkers can advise you accordingly what to do. They can refer you to the best counselling, and even you can go to a private doctor to express what are your symptoms like, what are your problems like, so they can show you what are the best resources that you can get.
Do they have these services at polyclinics?
We have two clinics. One is in Queenstown CWC, which
Okay.
is polyclinic, and the other one is in Geylang CWC. So
Right.
we have a psychiatric doctor who stand by day 8 to 5. If you feel that you have any psychiatric problems, you can just walk in or even call in and create an appointment there.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so there are all these options now, right? That,
Yes, it is.
That
there is a lot
people
of
have.
options. Yes, correct. But because we can totally understand that people going to IMH is a kind of stigma. I don't want to be labeled as being mentally unwell, but it's only normal for people to feel that way.
Yeah.
Right? So it's good that people there station all these other clinics everywhere around Singapore. Even in some general hospital, they even have psychiatric units.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's accessible anywhere. You just need to go, and maybe perhaps it's good for those people who knows there's anybody living with these mental health problems. Approach them and ask whether they need the support and help. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't know about these options. So now that
Yeah.
you mention it,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
you're helping get the word out, and that's beautiful.
Yeah. That's I'm glad I'm here today.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. I just want to say that both of you guys are champions, man, in your own right. And
You're a
I'm,
champion. You're a
I'm
champion.
privileged to meet the both of you.
It's
Yeah.
privileged to meet the both of you as well. It's amazing.
All right. Once again, folks, it's never too late to like and share. I like to say this: music and mental health is proudly presented to you by Syltra Lee and Underground, and we are supported by our SG Fund and MCCY. We are co-supported by Singapore Association for Mental Health, SAMH, and Club Heal. Now, next week, right, we're going to be back right here at 8:30 p.m. Next week's show is going to feature Kamel Miller and a representative from SAMH, Deborah Chen, right? Deborah's going to share with us more on what we can do. And we're also going to have this contest. If you did not win this week, it's okay because we're going to have it next week, okay? Well, as I mentioned earlier that we're going to have a bonus performance. He's standing on stage. You probably know him. Once again, it's Haizad.
Thank you so much, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank all those tuning in. And I choose this specific song because it means a lot to me. It reminds me of a friend who I've lost recently because of mental health, mental illness. So, especially dedicate this song to the family members and the loved ones.
When the vision surrounds you, bring tears to your eyes. When all that surrounds you are secrets and lies, I'll be your strength, I'll give you hope, keeping your feet when it's gone. The one you should go, standing here all alone. And I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong. Every word I say is true, this I promise This I promise you. I love you forever, in a lifetimes before. And I promise you never, you won't hurt anymore. I give you my word, I give you my heart. This is a battle we won. And if this vow forever has now begun, just close your eyes, it's living there. And now this feeling won't go away, no. Every word I say is true. This I promise you. This I promise you. Over and over I'll fall when I hear you call. Without you in my life, baby, I just wouldn't be living at all. And I will take you in my arms, right where you belong. Every word I say is true. This I promise you, babe. Just close your eyes, close your eyes.